Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to baseball action as the new Trier Trevians take on the Glenbrook North Spartans in a crossover game between Central Suburban South versus North. And we're all set to get underway. Tyler Cron leading it on. Yeah, the ball one. We're here at New Trier this year. Yeah, strike. Well, if we're going to do this by movies, perhaps, it'd be Ferris Bueller versus Risky Business. Jack Leopard on the mound for the Trevians today. Swing and a miss, strike. And 55-footer in there for a ball. Or you could technically call it Ferris Bueller versus Breakfast Club. And it's another way of doing it. And ball four. So leadoff walk, and Chris Karasinski, the batter. Back in 1996, when New Trier basketball finished in the Final Four, the Peoria people sacrificed works moving the runner along. Ronan Clark, the batter. The Peoria people sort of poked fun at New Trier by saying Ferris Bueller takes a road trip. And the New Trier students responded to that. And both the city of Peoria and the IHSA didn't like the way the New Trier students responded to that. Although it wasn't a four-letter thing or anything like that. Swing and a miss, strike. The New Trier students' response was, "You still live here in Peoria," and ooh, they didn't like that. Out of the pitch, and fouled away, windshield whacker. Set to the outside. Pitch is high for a ball to the number 3 batter in the Spartans lineup. Well, we have this opportunity. I want to express our condolences to the Glenbrook North community on a loss of a great one, Scott Sanderson. Major league pitcher. He played on a number of teams, including both the Cubs and the White Sox. I remember him playing in 1974, the year they won the state at Glenbrook North in baseball. Throw out the second runner back. Top of the first inning, runner at second. And another one fouled off. Great job. Alinsky, Drew Robinson, and Alex Kalarko. Due up for the Trevians at the bottom of the first. And strike three. Got him on the inside corner. 2 away. And Danny Fitzpatrick, the batter. Outside of ball 1. Next year, Glenbrook North will switch over and come over to the Central Suburban League South. And Niles North will move over to the Central Suburban League North. They're not doing it based on size anymore, basically because the numbers are so close between about 4 schools. So they decided to instead do it based on competitiveness. And with the programs, and a fly ball, left fielder has it for the out. And we're done with the top half of the first inning. No runs, a hit, a walk. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. After a half inning of play, no score between Glenbrook North and New Trier. Henry Palinski leading it off. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And he did swing. That had stopped by dropping his bat, didn't work. Still was a strike. High and outside, a ball. And drop third strike. First, one up, one out. Drew Robinson, the batter. And a ball 1. And ground ball, third baseman playing on the infield grass. Over to first, 2 up, 2 down. Alex Calarco, the batter. And a ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike. 1-1 the count. Strike 2. And inside a ball. And outside a ball. And strike 3. And Trevians go quietly in the first, 3 up, 3 down. And the end of 1, no score between the Glenbrook North Spartans and the New Trier Trevians. We'll be back. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Buckle up, Illinois. It's the law. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. No score in this one as we go to the top of the second inning. Jonah Toffel leading it off. Toffel leading it off. Got to recheck. My lightning quick mind isn't what it used to be. Little ground ball. Shortstop has it. Long throw in time. And one down. Here's Andrew Rubin. It's not really my lightning quick mind. It's my handwriting isn't as good as it used to be. Leopard's pitch is outside the ball. Liam Rude on deck. High pop-up. Shallow right field. Right fielder waits and takes it for the out. And we got two away. Liam Rude, the batter. Swinging a bit straight. Fans always ask me, what sports did I play in when I was in high school? I didn't play sports. I was learning disabled. Couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time, swallow the gum. Pitch on the way. And a strike on the outside corner. And a pitch low ball. And strike three. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Played an inning and a half. No scoring. Duke Olgus leading off the bottom of the second. And first offering is low and outside the ball. Jack Miller on deck. Preston Anderson in the hole. Here's a strike. 1-1 to Olgus. He did swing. A strike. And strike 3. So 1 down. Miller the batter. And a ball 1. And a pitch high ball. And a long fly ball. Back it goes. Back and out of here. Home run for Jack Miller. Out near the scoreboard there and left. Miller got all of it. And the Trevians on the board 1-0 on by solo blast. Preston Anderson, the batter. And a pitch low and inside a ball. And a strike. To the Trevians first baseman. And a strike. 1-2 on the count, I believe. And the count will hold. And strike 3. And just to make sure, throw over to first. 2 away. And Donald Strickland, the batter. And a ball 1. High pop-up. And the third baseman calls everyone off and takes it for the out. And we're done with the second, but the Trevians, off the home run by Miller, gained the early lead, 1-0. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on the network. You're watching New Trier Baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Phone in one hand, ticket in the other. A message into public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Trevians have taken the lead as we go to the top of the third inning. Spencer Testa leading it off, 8-9-1 due up. And a pitch high, a ball. They didn't have a Glenbrook High School that divided into Glenbrook North and South, really. Not until the 1950s. Originally, 1930 was when they first opened the high school in Northbrook. Northbrook High School. The building's still there. It's an old age home now. It was a primary school after they built Glenbrook North. The pop-up taken for the out, 1 away. Ben Keffer. But prior to 1930, the Northbrook students, high school students, came all the way over to New Trier. And of course, there was only one New Trier. And all the way over by the lake. Pitch is low, ball. But where the Glenbrook South students ended up going to Maine East. Then in 1930 they built Northbrook High School, and that changed all of that. And then the 1950s with the expansion of post-war baby boom, they built Glenbrook North. Outside a ball. New Trier, on the other hand, the original concept for New Trier was breaking away from Evanston High School in 1901. Pitcher low and inside a ball. And Nice drive, but Miller couldn't come up with it. And a little single for Ben Keffer, back to the top of the batting order. Tyler Cron, the batter. And a strike. New Jersey State is one school until they got to the point where they were going to have about 6,000 students in one building, and it just wasn't going to work. And at one point, they were talking about actually building the second campus right here on this field, Duke Childs Field, and the landfill garbage dump across the street. And they got a better deal out in Northfield and built New Trier West out there. Now the freshman campus. Here's a strike. New Trier down to, at one point they were down to 2,700. In the 80s, they're back up. They were up at one point to about 4,300, now about 4,000. Line shot, that's down the line. That's going to be a fair ball. Back to the warning track. And they'll hold the runner at third. The runners at second and third with one out. And Chris Karasinski, the batter. Karasinski bats with two in scoring position. And a ball. Outside, a ball. Glenbrook North now has been up as high as about 2,600, I think. Currently they're listed at 1,700. Now the delivery and a strike. Slid it to the inside corner. And strike two, put it in the same spot, same delivery. And strike three on the outside corner. So two away. And Ronan Clark, the batter. Yeah, strike one. Top of the third. And a pitch low ball. Swing and a miss. Strike. And a little bit outside the ball. Leopard thought he had it, but looked outside from here. And I'm set to the outside. And now try to go inside. And a little bit too inside the ball. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Dropped the ball, throw to first, and got him. End of 2.5. Trevians lead it 1-0. Avery Chatterton leading it off for the Trevians. And he fouls one off for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike. And outside a ball. 1-2 to Chatterton. And strike 3. So 1 away. And Alex Mendez, the batter. And he takes a strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The lock and load outside a ball. And a ball inside. Low and outside a ball. And the count evens up at deuces. Yeah, solo ground ball. Second baseman has it. Over to first. In time. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the batting order. And Henry Polinsky leading it on. 2 out. Polinsky. Struck out his first time up. 1-1 the count. Second of it, strike. 1-2. On the count. Squibbed foul. Wilbur Duke Childs Field on Klein Diamond. Ron Klein, the baseball coach at New Trier for 30 some odd years. Swinging a ground ball. Through for the base hit. Looked like that second baseman gave up on that ball a little early. Here's Drew Robinson. Down to first. Runner back. Wilbur Duke Childs was the first athletic director at New Trier. He died about the time that New Trier got, if you will, possession of this field, although it's really the village of Winnetka and the Park District. Down to first, runner back. I think Duke Childs died about 1956, 55, somewhere in that general range. And strike, drop, set. And pitch low ball.
Hey, here we go, Zach. Come on, Tig. Get back in here. We say 4.
And a line shot to right. That's going to be a base hit. And Polinsky will go all the way over to third. And Alex Clarko, the batter. With runners at the corners and 2 out. Swing and a miss. Strike. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast wherever you may be on the network line. Swing and a miss. Strike. Set to the outside, and that's a ball.
Hey, good press here, D. Let's go 1-5. Let's go, baby.
There goes the runner, a little tapper, a ground ball. That's going to be a tough choice. Chance all the way around, safe all the way around. And the ball gets away. But the runner wasn't going anyway. So score that as an infield single. And another run home, and it's 2-0 New Trier. And Duke August, the batter. With runners at the corners. Almost like a swinging bunt for Clarko. But well placed. There's a strike. They lock and load. Yeah, strike on the outside corner. Bottom of the third. Pitch outside the ball. Another one outside the ball. Dolgus. Now the pitch, swinging a miss, strike three, and we're done with the third, but not before the Trevians played another and lead it 2-0. After three, we'll be back. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Texting while driving is illegal in Illinois. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Trevians lead it 2-0 as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Danny Fitzpatrick leading it off, takes a pitch outside a ball. Yeah, windshield whacker off to the right. Yeah, went fishing in the Skokie Lagoons up around the eyes, fouled it off. And inside the ball. Little ground ball. Right to the first baseman for the out. Steps on the bag. One up, one down. And John Atofo, the batter. And he takes a pitch inside for a ball. Ball one. They lock and load, and a line shot foul. Down in the corner, out in the street, and the pitch high and outside the ball. Held up in time. And a fly ball. Back it goes. Back and out of here. Up over the state 2000 championship side. Number. And it's 2-1 now. Home run for Toffel. Andrew Rubin, the batter. Yeah, strike. There have been some classic games between these two teams. With some notable highlights, both sides of the ball. Ground ball. Third to first, and they'll get him with the tag. 2 down. Although Glenbrook did not play in the old Suburban League. And a base hit single for Leon Rood. And Spencer Testa, the batter. They only started playing each other regularly. Oh, nice catch by the third baseman, Kalerko. And we're done with the top of the fourth. Halfway done with the ball game. Trevians leading at 2-1. Glenbrook North and the two new Triers only started playing each other, the two Glenbrooks and the two new Triers, in 1974. Prior to that, New Trier East was in the Suburban League.
Let's start off now. Hey, let's go, Mel. Let's go, Mel.
And a pitch outside the ball. Jack Miller hit a home run his last time up. Out by the scoreboard. Swing and a miss straight.
Take a breath here, D. Start off, man. Here we go, 1-2. Let's go, 21.
And straight three. So one away. And Preston Anderson, the batter.
Let's go, baby.
And dropped in, but dropped in late. Came in high. Ball one. Strike on the inside corner. Had him backing away from it. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. And outside the ball. And the count's gone blackjack. And now evens up at deuces. Don Strickland on deck.
Good grabs, good read. Let's go, baby.
Swing and a miss, strike three. And straight. Strickland.
Keep working those knees, kid. Keep working out there, 4. Let's go, baby. Oh, yeah.
And he gets hit by the pitch. Sam Levitt, courtesy runner. For the catcher, Strickland. So runner on at first. Every Chatterton, the batter. Time called. And the ball gets away. Now, Chatterton says he got hit, but I don't think he did. I took a look at it. If he did, yeah, see, he comes back. If he did get hit, it was off the bounce off the ground in the batter's box. Pitches inside the ball. And a ball inside. And looked like a little low, too. Runner at second. And ball 4. So 2 on. And Patrick Donovan going to bat for Alex Mendez. And fouled away. Two out. 2 out.
Work out there, buddy. Hey, good press here, D.
a fly ball. That might be a gapper out there left center. Center fielder made a leap at it, but couldn't come up with it. And 2 runs home. As both Chatterton and Leopard home. Mendez re-enters. And Henry Polinsky, the batter. 2 runs in. Trevians lead it now 4-1. Swing at a foul ball. And outside a ball. It doesn't make sense of the way they are giving me the score for this game. And a long fly ball. Back it goes. Back at opposite field. Home run for Polinsky. And a 4 spot here for the Trevians. And a pitch outside a ball. And strike on the outside corner. Drew Robinson, the batter. And outside a ball. Outside again, a ball. Trevians lead 6-1. Swing ground ball. Third baseman has it. Throw and threw it away. And on the air over to second goes Robinson. And Alex Calarco, the batter. And a pitch inside a ball. Swinging a ground ball. First baseman has it, steps on the bag, and we're done with the inning. We'll be back with more. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. Parents who host lose the most. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning, and the Trevians now with a big lead on this one. Ben Keffer leading it off. First pitch hitting high pop up foul and out of play. Falls before the fielders could get there. Going outside the ball. 9-1-2 due up. And a ground ball. Shortstop over to first in time, just barely. And one up, one down. Back to the top of the batting order. Tyler Cron. Pitch straight. Glad to have you on the network, wherever you may be. Hope you enjoy our broadcast. In our 34th year doing this. Pitch outside a ball. I know I'm getting old with the guys that when I first started doing the television broadcasts, now have sons playing. Foul ball. And fouled away. And outside the ball. What's even worse is I've got some of the grandkids now too. And their grandfathers and then the sons and now the grandsons. So double legacy. The pitch on the way and a foul ball. And part of the reason that I always, I spend so much time talking about stuff in the past is that, there anybody playing, there have been guys that have come before you. And that's just as much a part of the game, too. Ball four. So a one-out walk, and Chris Karasinski, the batter, number 2 in the batting order for the Spartans. Things don't just happen in your own little world, so to speak. The reasons why events occur. Pitches high a ball. And in some cases why there are, for instance, rivalries between schools having to do with games 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Strike on the outside corner. 20 years ago, and even further back. And a pitch high, ball forward, 2 walks and 2 aboard. Ronan Clark, the batter. Number 3 in the batting order for the Spartans. And the pitch high a ball. Throw out to second. Keep the runner honest. Sometimes that's also to put the batter a little ill at ease. Swinging a ground ball to third, got him. And he didn't get the throw, and they're calling interference over at third. And that is out number 3. I didn't see it, but the umpire did and called it. So we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It is 6-1 in favor of the Trevians. And Duke Olgus leading it off here in the 6th. In the bottom of the 5th, rather. I think what he said, what the ump was saying, just by a gesture, I didn't get a chance to talk to him after the game. Sometimes I do, but I did not do it this game. Was that he swung his arm deliberately to hit the fielder as he ran by. It's a strike to Olgus. And strike 3. So one away. And John Miller, the batter. Miller bats. Preston Anderson on deck. New pitcher on the mound. Pitches high a ball. Got a lefty out there now. And pitch a low ball. And one of the other things, I've mentioned distractions in baseball make it very difficult to play the game in the springtime. But with prom and last day for the seniors and the graduation all occurring, one of the other things, senioritis really hitting hard. One of the other things is, of course, the weather. And ball 4. So Miller draws the walk, and Preston Anderson, the batter. Anderson's had the collar on the day. And a strike. Strike 2. And ground ball knocked down by the pitcher. He'll pick it up. He'll take the play at first. And over to second goes Miller. With 2 out, and Donald Strickland, the batter. And a pitch outside, a ball. Trevians have their big rivalry games. Baseball rivalry games against Glenbrook South. In conference, a high fly ball. Right fielder coming in and takes it for the out. And we are done with the 5th inning. With the Trevians leading at 6-1, we'll be back with more. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Be a good sport. Sport a winning attitude. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Moving along to the 6th inning. Trevians leading this one by 5 runs. Danny Fitzpatrick leading it off. New pitcher on the mound for the Trevians. And a strike. Strike one. John Keenan, the Submariner, strike. Or sidewinder, as it were. And ground ball, whoopsie, through the legs. And a leadoff error puts a runner aboard. And Jonah Toffel, the batter. Toffel hit a home run earlier in the ball game, back in the 4th. Batting here in the 6th. And outside a ball. Another one outside a ball. Yeah, strike on the inside corner, and the count goes blackjack to Toffel. And fly ball, right fielder drifts over, has it for the out. And there's one away. Here's Andrew Rubin. Low and outside a ball. And a little ground ball. They throw out the second. Wasn't even on the bag. Scored as a fielder's choice. There's no error involved. It's just a fielder's choice, but they didn't get the runner anyway. And Liam Rude, the batter, strike. Outside a ball. Throw to first, runner back. I don't know why you're throwing behind the lead runner there like that, but okay. Outside a ball. Outfield playing straight away, but somewhat shallow. There's a strike. Line shot, that's a base hit to right. And a little bobble thrown in there. But everybody stayed at their bases, so no error. It's simply a single, and the bases are loaded with one out. And Spencer Testa, the batter, and he fouls one off. The Glenbrook North Spartans. Was it last year or 2 years ago? It must have been last year. Trevians hit a couple of home runs over in Glenbrook North. Ground ball out at second. Won't even get the relay and run home. Quinn Meyer batting. Pinch batting here for number 9 in the batting order, Keffert. Takes a ball 1. And fouled away. 1-1. One and two. Meyer. Runners at the corners for Glenbrook North. And outside the ball. Called for the pitch out, but the runner wasn't going. And there's a balk. And John Keenan's not happy with that. Preston Anderson goes over to try and settle him down. And a foul ball. Time called. Called by Donald Strickland. Now they lock and load and the pitch inside a ball. So 2 runs are in. And ball 4. And 2 aboard. Back to the top of the batting order, Tyler Cron, the batter. And Ben Keffer re-enters over at first. Strike 1.
Good kid.
And a ball.
Come on, Riz.
New pitcher on the mound. Russman now pitching. John Russman. And strike at the knees on the inside corner.
Come on, Riz. Find your ender.
Right now, Doc, you wall, Donnie, let's go. Let's go, Tigran.
They look back a couple of times. And a little ground ball. Tough chance. Pick up. The throw not in time. Infield single. And the bases are loaded. And Chris Karasinski, the batter. strike.
Let's go, Christopher. Let's go, CK. Let's go, CK. Come on now, CK. Let's go, CK.
And a high fly ball on the giddy up and up against the fence. It's going to go for extra bases. No, he's kept him in the double. And 2 more runs in. Running Clark. Flowing outside the ball. And inside the ball. Make that 3 runs in. Fouled back.
Go crazy on this good RC.
Swing and a miss. Strike. And the Glenbrook North Spartans bat around here. Scooped it and drops in for the base hit. And another run home. And the Trevians have given up their lead. Here's Danny Fitzpatrick. And the ball gets away on over to second. Goes Clark. A 6-run top of the 6th here. And a pitch low ball. And low for a ball. And ball 4. And Fitzpatrick aboard via the walk. And Jonah Toffel.
Hey, seal the deal here, kid.
55-footer gets away. There goes the runner towards third. There goes the throw. They got it. And we're done with the top half of the 6th inning, but not before the roof caved in on the Trevians. 6 runs in, and it is 7-6 now in favor of the Glenbrook North Spartans over the Trevians as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Sam Leppert batting for Avery Chatterton. Here at the bottom of the 6th. And a pitch well outside for a ball. The lock and load. And pitch high for a ball. Outside. 3-0. And a strike. And it's 3-1 on the count to Leopard. Alex Mendez on deck. And fouled away. And the count goes full. And strike three, caught him on the outside corner. Leopard thought he had a walk out of that. Did catch the outside corner for the out. Here's Alex Mendez. And a ball, ball one. Yeah, a strike. Yeah, swinging a bit of strike. And a pitch high and tight, a ball. Fouled off to the right side. Now the delivery, and that's well outside a ball. And ball four. So Mendez draws the walk with one away. Back to the top of the batting order, Henry Palinski bats. He had a dinger his last time up. Also has a single in the ball game. Strike one. Outside the ball. Yeah, the counting was up. 1-1. Drew Robinson on deck. And outside the ball. Swing and a miss, strike. Getting late in the afternoon. Fouled away. There's been a lot of talk, why don't baseball fields, most of the baseball fields in the northern suburbs, at least, why don't they have lights? And the answer is several-fold. Swing and a miss, or foul tip held on for strike 3. 2 down. And there's several reasons. Number one, most of the schools are actually in residential neighborhoods, and neighbors don't want those lights shining into their houses. Bad enough for the football and the lacrosse, the soccer, and whatever at the stadium field. And they don't like that. Second of all, seeing how baseball is played in the spring, who wants to play baseball when it's 30 degrees out and the wind blowing in? And a night game in early April, the wind blowing in off the lake. Wind chill factors down in the 20s and the teens for a night game. Drew Robinson, the batter, 2 out, runner at first. Time called. And swing and a miss straight. And low and outside the ball.
5-2-3, come on, kid.
Hey, shoot him here, shoot him, RC. Hey, bat a ball first, infield.
And fly ball foul down in the bullpen area, visitors' bullpen area. Had to wait for the ball to be retrieved down there. Now the look in. And the pitch on the way, fly ball. And center fielder over, takes it for the out. Dropped it, but doesn't matter once the initial out is made. And we're done. With 6, it's 7-6, Glenbrook North leading New Trier. We'll be back. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. It's not where you play, but how you play, and that's determined by how hard you practice. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. You go to the top of the 7th inning, and the Glenbrook North Spartans leading by a run. Jonah Toffel gets new life. He was at bat when Ron and Clark got thrown out at third. And straight. And pitch outside the ball. Magnus Edmondson on the mound for the Trevians. And a line shot, soft liner taken at third by Alex Galarco. Route number 1. Andrew Rubin, the batter. And fisted foul. Back behind us, a windshield whacker.
Which one did it hit? It did hit the gold one?
And pitch low ball to Rubin. I don't know where I am in the batting order. I was looking the other way. There's a strike. Eric Orloff, the batter. I think. Let me check my numbers here. No, I'm right. Andrew Rubin. Okay. Yeah, right to the first baseman. And Preston Anderson steps on the bag for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Liam Root, the batter.
Get me on base right here. Get me on. Let's go, kid. We're not fighting.
A lot of teams this year, not a lot of seniors. A lot of redevelopment on teams this year. Graduated a lot last year. And what they had in the middle, I guess, a lot of the sports, just the numbers are way down. And on outside, ball 4. And Root aboard via the walk. And Spencer Testa, the batter. Glenbrook North, 7 runs, 7 hits. 1 error. Middle of the batting order. 2 up for the Trevians at the bottom of the 7th. And a strike. Severson delivers outside the ball. There goes the runner and a throw out into center field, but just a stolen base. for Liam Root. Now the pitch, that's low ball. Runner with the lead off second. The long look back, the pitch, and a high fly ball. Some giddy up to it, but take it out at the warning track for the out. As we go to the bottom of the seventh, Trevians chasing a run. Here's Alex Kalarko. Kalarko, Olgus, Jack Miller. And the pitch, well outside of ball one. Swing it a bit straight. Switch hitting Kalarko. Batting left-handed against the righty. And a pitch outside of ball, and the count's gone blackjack to Kalarko. And well outside of ball. Remember, 1 year between these two. Glenbrook North had a sensational pitcher. He was pitching a no-hitter going into the bottom of the seventh. And a new Trier superstar, Desert Word, came up with 2 out in the bottom of the seventh and popped one out of here. Tied the ball game up at 1. Strike 3 on Kalarko. Strike on the outside corner to Olgus. So 1 out. And outside of ball.
Work out there.
And well outside of ball. Glenbrook North trying to finish this one off, get themselves a victory. A little foul tip.
Well, dude. And strike 3. So 2 away. And it's all up to Jack Miller. But Miller hit a home run his first time up in this ball game. Pitch low and outside the ball.
Hey, Bert, you twice. Good prep, good read. Come Mill.
And a strike. outfield is playing deep. Inside the ball. And kind of wake-up call. Back to the screen.
Come on, Bill.
And strike three in the ball game is all over. And we'll be back in just a moment to wrap this one up. You've been watching New Trier Baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network, on the cable and the internet. Stop cyberbullying. Be smart. Have a heart. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Final word on this ball game. The Glenbrook North Spartans, 7 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They were struck out 4 times by Trevian pitchers. Walked 6, 7 left on base for the Spartans, and 1 stolen base. The new Trier Trevians gave up the lead, but they came up with 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They were struck out 14 times, though. Walked 3 and 5 left on base. So that'll do it for us for this ball game. Stick around for more sports action on the network. All season long during the spring and summer, watch great games of the past on our YouTube affiliate. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long.